You have something in your tooth.
What is it? Are we saving it for later?
We're Manda and Jace, and it's time for a little break from our van build and to finally bring Fern for a getaway. We haven't slept in the van since our trip from BC back to Ontario, and she's clearly had some upgrades. After feeling refreshed, we get back to work to finish up our couch and get one step closer to living in Fern full time.
Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
One step forward, two steps back.
So we live in the dream. You should see it through someone else's side. Another cipher to break.
We're settled into our camp spot for the night.
It's 12:01, or actually it's probably past that.
It's your birthday!
It's my birthday.
Happy birthday to Amanda.
I'm an old lady.
So old.
So old.
Midlife crisis happening over here.
Yeah. It's only downhill from here.
This is very reminiscent of when we were living in here with nothing when we first got the van. Now we have a bed and a temporary couch. There's the kitchen. That's the fridge. This is the pantry. This is the closet. So,
We're getting there.
at least it's insulated. Although it's hot enough that we don't really need it.
Alright, this is a big deal. This is the inaugural bed making. Not with our actual mattress, but
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot more annoying.
do we have enough pillows tonight?
Never enough pillows.
It's sure to be more comfortable than our thermarests in an empty van.
Yeah.
So, we'll let you know in the morning. Good night.
Good night.
Good morning. I have awoken to the van shaking because apparently
The door's not opening.
the door won't open. So stay tuned to see if we can get out of the van. We've tried from the outside as well. And by we, I mean Jason. I'm in bed. It's 9:41 and we're still working on this. Oh,
Got it.
what did you do?
This is too tight to this, and this was loose, so I had to make this one up. Wow, we have to notch this.
I know. It's on my list.
I'm just out for an early morning walk, checking it out. And the water looks stunning.
Hope to make it through the night. Before this night is over, I will guide you home.
You're me.
All this time you thought we'd never pay the price. In the game of love, you have to roll the dice. My heart got 7 years to life.
Looks yummy.
I don't want to light.
It hurts.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You can get one.
Yeah, you get one.
No, you gotta light it.
I'm sorry. You cannot have any. She's like, I don't agree.
Can I have some?
Can I have some? I'm sorry. Her face is so sad too. Tell me about it. Uh-huh. Are they starving you? You don't get food? Nothing? Not even one peanut butter banana? Okay, you were such a good girl, okay? Okay, be gentle. You wanna lick the peanut butter? Okay, here you go. Oh, yeah. Yum. Yes. Wow, you're doing such a good job. Do you want to clean all the dishes?
A few days later, we just came back from the beach and we are eating some leftover jackfruit tacos that we made for my birthday. We got a little bit pink today.
What else is new?
Some of us more than others. Almost as pink as the sunset we're watching.
All this time you thought we'd never pay the price.
Can't wait to have an actual mattress that fits in here.
I can't wait till we have real light switches so I don't have to just unplug this battery all the time.
Good night.
See you in the morning.
We're just packing up our tiny home after first little pilot project in the van.
We're just enjoying our last few minutes just hanging out in the hammock.
Oh, you're so funny. You could be a great dad.
And for a few of the days we were here, our friends Chelsea and Colin came to visit, and they brought
Their big loaf of a pup.
they brought their big dog, Shawnee Bobani. We had some good laughs. We went to go look at the stars at night and got lost in the dunes.
This is not the terrain we took to get to the beach,
Shawnee, did you have a fun time? Can't see anything.
And so with that, we're gonna head out, go for a quick canoe ride on the way out.
We're almost home. It was a really nice break, but we're excited to be home and to get back to business and get back on building this van. We're just out here filling holes and preparing to paint all the edges of our benches. Also adding handles finally to the lids of the benches. So we've measured out and cut out our first handle, which is nice. Now we can just lay it on top of all the other lids and just trace it. So we've traced on the handle from the one that we already cut out, and now we've just marked our points here that we're going to use to drill a hole on either side. Change of plans for this weekend. It's a really rainy, gross day. We wanted to start painting things, but that's going to involve us being outside, and if it's raining, not really ideal. However, we have been trying to find Baltic birch plywood to build our cabinetry forever, and it's evaded us. We couldn't find it anywhere in Chatham, and so we decided to take a little road trip to London to pick up some birch plywood.
An hour away from Chatham, so it's taken up a big chunk of our day, unfortunately.
But with weather like this, we're not really missing out on much.
Alright, successful mission. We got a couple 5x5 sheets and a couple 4x8 sheets. So much wood.
So, went to the paint store and I cleared them out of all their samples. We could probably play cards. This is like basically a deck of cards. Listen. I'm really passionate about neutral paint. I suck because I get so pulled in to like the names of the color of the paint, and it doesn't really make a difference. But mountain cloud white sounds like what I want.
Good evening. Back at it with our favorite project, more painting. But we made an upgrade this time. This is what we're doing it with. Gonna make it go by at least 20 times faster. Gotta be.
So we have been out here in the backyard for the past 3 days. Just sanding, painting. So we've been priming for 3 days. And now it's finally time to see the paint that we painted. Probably just looks like more white paint to everybody, but it's actually very creamy. We have to thin the paint, which means we have to measure the paint first before we put it inside the spray gun.
We're gonna be thinning it by roughly 6%.
So the weather has been really testing us this week because it has rained almost every single day. We've done as much as we could when the rain wasn't here, but we spent some time last night in the van figuring out our pull-out table that we're going to have. So we've now measured it out. So we've got our hole cut and primed. Now it's time to finally put the paint on this piece because everything else has got one coat except this big piece. When people complain about van building, 99% of the time I feel like we're just complaining about van painting. If we didn't have to paint, we'd be done already. So we're working out here in like bathing suits because it's so hot. We noticed that we needed to add a handle to the front of our table drawer thing. So before we finish painting it, we figured, oh gosh, we better cut it so we can prime it and fix it.
Now we're gonna assemble the benches and then we'll give it another coat and finish it up.
So we've assembled the benches, but if you remember from our last video, we can't move this bench out. It can move a little bit, but it really can't come out just because of the contours of the van. So we have to bring the spray gun in here.
We've taped up and put cardboard down all in front of it and behind it. So hopefully we don't get too much overspray.
Yeah, hopefully we don't just turn... I mean, the whole van is beige anyways, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. While the bench is dry, we're going to start putting our hinges on the lids of the benches. So it's supposed to be 16 hours between coats, but I don't know that we'll make it that long. As usual, a simple project is never simple.
That being said, still not done, but we'll get back at it tomorrow.
It's the project that keeps on giving.
One of these days it will be done. And that day's today.
We finally have it
almost finished.
Don't tell them it looks finished.
We have run out of screws, but we're gonna move on and we're gonna say that it's done for now.
It looks pretty good. We got, and they will open up. Boom.
Then we attached all the other pieces in here. Look at, we got our little mail slot for now.
Also really fun is we've started to lay out our kitchen, which will be next week's project.
We're building cabinets. We know this video is kind of a little all over the place, but it was filmed over the course of like 3-ish weeks. We started with my birthday camping, and now we're almost at the end of July.
And it just didn't feel like we were getting much progress done, so we didn't want to just like put out a video of nothing getting done. So at least now we're done our benches for the time being.
Yeah, and July's a busy month for us because my birthday's at the very beginning of July, my dad's birthday is in the middle of July, and my sister's birthday is right at the end of July. So there's a lot of celebrations happening, a lot of dessert. If you made it to the end, thanks for sticking through the video, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel.
It really helps us grow.
Hit the like button if you like Malamutes, because Shawnee would really appreciate it. If this video reaches 100 likes, Shawnee gets a banana with peanut butter. Except I'm not her real mom, so I can't really say that, but she deserves it. She definitely deserves it.
And we'll catch you next time.
Bye.